Welcome to Trailvia, the channel where we journey to the world's most fascinating places. And today, I'm counting down some of the world's most unusually named islands. If you love strange geography and even stranger stories, stick around. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Trailvia for more trips beyond the ordinary. Let's kick things off with Inaccessible Island, a name that's only slightly an exaggeration. Rising out of the icy South Atlantic, this UK territory takes about 8 days to reach by boat from civilization. And even then, you'll only make landfall if the weather's feeling generous. No shops, no hotels, just some seabirds and the satisfaction of standing where almost nobody's ever been. Now, how about a little magic? Wizard Island sits right in the middle of Crater Lake in Oregon. Shaped like a wizard's hat? This volcanic cinder cone is only accessible by boat if you're lucky enough to snag a reservation. Next, we sail north to Coffee Club Island in Greenland, the literal northernmost point of land on the planet. Despite the inviting name, there's no cafe here, only lichen and wildflowers. The name comes from a coffee club at the University of Copenhagen, because why not? Now for an island you've all heard about, Bikini Atoll. Idyllic Pacific paradise? Well, only if you're a radioactive crab. After 23 nuclear tests, this place inspired the name for the famous swimsuit. Today the atoll's still uninhabited, but the coral reefs are making a comeback. Speaking of letdowns, meet Disappointment Island in New Zealand. Shipwrecks, no resources, and a name that says it all. But for the wildlife, like rare birds and thousands of whales, it's anything but disappointing. On a more spiritual note, there's the Island of the Gods, better known as Bali, Indonesia. Temples everywhere, offerings at every turn, and landscapes that feel straight out of a myth. It's a name that really fits. Ever dreamed of eternal youth? Cuba's Island of Youth has had more names than inhabitants, but its current name celebrates the spirit of Cuba's young people. Pirates and parrots once roamed here. Now, nearly 100,000 people call it home. The Society Islands might sound fancy, but these French Polynesian gems, including Tahiti and Bora Bora, are all about sun, sea, and sand, not secret handshakes. Captain Cook likely named them after the Royal Society, who sponsored his voyage. How about 2 Christmas islands? One's near Australia, crawling with bright red crabs. The other's in Kiribati, among the first spots to ring in the new year. Both named for the day they were first spotted. Let's hop to Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, famous for its mysterious stone moai statues. This Chilean island sits in splendid isolation more than 1,000 miles from neighbors. Back in England, Eel Pie Island in the Thames once served up eel-filled pastries, before becoming a rock and roll hotspot for the Rolling Stones and The Who. These days you can cross by footbridge and soak up the history. Iran's Rainbow Island really lives up to the name. Hormuz Island's colorful geology splashes ochre, yellow, and red across the land, even turning the water red at certain beaches. No filters needed. Pheasant Island sits between France and Spain, and every 6 months, control switches between the two countries, a centuries-old tradition. Virgin Gorda in the British Virgin Islands gets its name from Columbus, who thought the island looked like a reclining woman. Today, tourists flock to its famous beach grottos. Finally, Isle Royale in Michigan. Called Minong by the Chippewa, this royal island is rugged, wild, and only reachable by boat or seaplane. Beavers, moose, and even wolves make this remote outpost their home, and that's just scratching the surface of the world's weirdest island names. Which one would you visit or avoid? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this adventure, tap like, share, and subscribe to Trailvia for more stories that put the odd in Odyssey. See you on the next journey.